then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab some brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
No, check that. We got Mike Davis. Quick,
now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Let's go.
They go play action with Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go one more. Check nickel.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Hey, kill. 47. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, you don't want that, baby. You don't want it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Prescott yet again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 27th, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott, this to Jarwin. And it's a fumble, and the Redskins scoop it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit. Isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which also...
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up third down and 11.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott to throw this time. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Redskins 34, Cowboys nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, tight ends right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Haskins to throw it, and this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. Johnson, the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike's by 4. Ready?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for more. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the 1st down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, here's Love. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
First down and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Redskins 44, Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
47.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Looking deep in the direction of... And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. Cooper was the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st down, Jefferson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mike 54. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Here's Love again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
36.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
Here's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one.
We got this, fellas. Come on. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I'm coming after you. shoot. Mark 55. Mark 55. Hot seven.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott flush to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Prescott on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure you get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Check 55 to Mike. Who that? Hatchet. Check your hot read.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.